Alright, so welcome back. Today we're going to be removing the sound deadening from the car. This is the front portion. I already did the rear. If you're new to this channel, go click episode 7 right here, or I'll put an annotation click or something like right here. So you can go watch that first if you want to do your back, and then this is going to be for the front. So it's the same thing. You're going to want to use some heavy duty gloves when you're messing with dry ice. You're going to need a couple slabs. I want to say 2 to 3 slabs to do the whole entire car, and then a razor blade if you need to cut anything. The bat's right there in the front, so that's why I'm using this. And then you're going to need spray paint of your choice. I choose Rust-Oleum because it's glossy and cheap, and if you really want it to look nice, get 400 grit sandpaper. You're probably going to need lower than that to mess with everything in the back, so I want to say like 200 to about 400 should do you good. Or if you want to make it nice and smooth, go ahead on up to 6. But I'm not going to really be doing sanding or anything up here because it's all going to be covered by the seat. So I'm just going to skip that whole step, and we're just going to get right into dumping this on the floor and then cutting those mats so we can do the whole entire car over again with gray. So I just did the, I took the mats out, and this side kind of sucks because you got wires over here that you don't want to hit, and this side's a little easy because it just kind of comes out once that side's out, but the mats actually weighed a nice little bit. The mats were kind of heavy. I want to say I want to give it like 5 or 10 pounds for the mats. I'm probably like way over exaggerating on that, but that's just a guess. So now I got my gloves right here, about to put them on. Dry ice you really don't want to touch because it will burn you. And you don't want to breathe it in, so I got my respirator right here too. Even though my hatch is open and both of my windows are open, you just want to air it out as much as possible because breathing this stuff in is just, it's not good. If I can open it. Alright, so I got the hammer right here, and the way dry ice works is basically you want to break it up into very, very small pieces and spread it in a large area. So basically work on one section at a time, and you'll start to hear cracking, and basically what that means is the tar is actually lifting from the car itself, and that basically lets you know that you can get like a screwdriver or something to pry it up and pick it up and throw it out. And that's pretty much, that's all there is to, you know, removing sound deadening. But just to let you know, it's going to make your car louder. So if you don't care about that, then go ahead and do this. But then again, I really wouldn't recommend doing this for the front up. Pretty much just for the front, or from the rear seats and back, I would do it if you're more of like doing this for the look. But yeah, that's the only time that you would really want to do this, is if you want your car to be lighter. Or look nicer. So here we go. I kind of ran out of dry ice. I did one side, but I have to do the other. So I gotta go back to the store and buy more dry ice. It costs like $7, so it's not that big of a deal. But here's the progress that I made today. You're going to need this and this to do all that properly. So if you don't have those already, then you might want to pick them up because they make life so much easier. But this top section right here was really difficult to get, and the reason for it is because I couldn't get the dry ice up there, and the section back here gave me a lot of trouble because these edges didn't have enough dry ice on them again like that. And I started doing it on this side, but then I realized, you know what, I don't have enough, so I just threw it back on this side, and now it's all gone. It's all evaporated now. Now I do want to point out a few things before you start doing this. Your ECU is right there, so be careful not to get any dry ice near there. It might tamper with it, I'm not sure. Who knows what could happen. And then there's a plug right here that I'm going to take off. Not sure what that does, but it's there for a reason, I'm assuming. So I just slapped that back on there. There's a hole there, so if it's raining, water might get in there. And right here, and where's the other one? Here are silicone plugs that I'm not sure the purpose for, but I didn't want to touch those, so I kind of just left them as is. And basically I just didn't want to mess anything up because I don't know what it does. I have to go pick up my pizza, so we're going to continue working on this again tomorrow. Alright, fast forward a couple hours. Everything's out on the right side, the passenger side. Just going to show you right now. So that's what it looks like inside. So I'm going to go ahead and do like a little weight comparison here. We're going to see how much I actually took out right there. Now this bag doesn't count because it's like weighs nothing, but the mat and the sound deadening together weighs a total of how much? 16.4 pounds. This weighs 16.4 pounds. So how much does just a regular trash can weigh? 6.2. So I did the math already. So for one side of sound deadening, it came out to about 10.2 pounds. Alright, so all the sound deadening's removed. It's day 2. This is the driver's side. And this is what it looks like. Don't remove these because I cracked that one open a little bit and it shows the ground, so be careful. All these plugs right here that you see, these black spots, there's sound deadening on top of them. It's okay to remove them, but don't try to dig too far down because it's going to take the plug out. And I want to count. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plugs that you want to be careful of. So just to let you know. So now I'm going to kind of back up here and show you guys everything. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to go to the gas station and get the vacuum all this residue out that you see. And then I'm going to start back here, start spraying, and I'm going to move all the way up. And then I'm going to remove this center console. All of this is going, so I can paint that. It's not going back on. I'm probably going to rig up something right there with my radio, with my my charger port for my GPS. So I'm going to try to rig something up so I can change this up a little bit because all of this down here is going. And then later on in the future, we're going to somehow take this door panel out and basically put sheet metal there and cut out part of the door. But then again, that's another day. So that's what you can expect with stripping the interior. And then we gotta, take that off. But yep, this is it. And now I'm going to cut to sanding everything down and spraying. so after removing all of the sound deadening in the car, we got the bucket right here, or actually the trash can, and I'm going to see how much everything weighs in the front. My guess is it's about 25 pounds. So 22 pounds. So I was able to remove 17 pounds in the front and about 10 pounds in the rear. That's 27 pounds. Then we're going to remove the sunroof, which is going to be in about another 50 to 60 pounds. So it's all adding up slowly and slowly. So eventually I'm going to get the car weighed and see how much it weighs after I'm done everything. Alright, so I just got done spraying. My camera actually just shut off on me. But I'm about to show you what it looks like right now in the car. Gloss gray. Once again, thanks again Splay and Play for donating to the channel. Alright, so I definitely recommend it if you want to do it to your own car. It's really easy if you got the time for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. And then we can get geared up and just get right into it. And the blade just falls right out. Wow, okay. Guess I didn't do that right. Cut.